Aloha, guys. Sorry. I know that's a little different way for doing my lives at the beginning, but I'm literally trying to get things set up. I just came across this 4 or 5 minutes ago, and let me give the dogs the treats real quick. I was like, gotta get the treats. Yeah, guys, this is the news. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh my God. Yeah. I literally had just finished leaving you a message and one other person a message, and I thought, okay, I want to cover later on today a the Aubrey's case, but I wanted to see if there were any updates. And the moment I went to the Facebook group, I saw something, and I was like, no, 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 this is BS. This can't be. Shauna is posting about this. Court TV is posting. This is happening. This is happening. Here's the pictures. Real quick, hi there, hey there to Miss Jordan. We got, let's see, Jordan, Lioness, Thea, Sleuth is here, Mal. Oh my God, this is just, I'm actually shaking right now. So sorry, you're kind of getting me with all of my energy right now. Not to mention I just drank my first cup of coffee, so I'm caffeinated. Yeah, that's good. And but here are these. I real quickly took these pictures. It looks like they were caught in Mexico from the looks of these pictures. We're going to dive into this real quickly, get whatever information I can off of Facebook, and wherever else I can get information. Oh my gosh. One of the comments, Sleuth, that I saw immediately, I haven't even read all this stuff, is Shauna, who's grandma, maternal grandma, had actually posted, sorry, I really, you could feel the heart, and you've been able to feel the maternal family's heart throughout this whole thing. Okay, you felt it the whole time. And she's felt bad that she couldn't let people know what was going on. But guys, this, I think, is straight out of the raid that was on the Ong's family house. I may be wrong. Timing, all that. Okay. This is, oh yeah, rare joy when you find a child and they're safe. Okay. Couple quick pictures. So here you can see Aaron. I think all the pictures I'm finding so far of Aaron. We're not getting others. Yeah, Roberta. Oh my gosh, so happy. You can tell here, Polizia, sorry, saying that with a more European accent, but anyhow, it looks like they definitely were in Mexico. Here Aaron is getting ushered into, it looks like, through the police on the airport. It looked like it was almost like they were coming either through the border or something. And yeah, Mexico, you saw the flag. Yeah, I saw the flag on that. So it looks, let me see if I could read here. Is this the American one? I think that might be American. I'm not sure. It's too blurry. He was deported back, Sleuth. You're seeing that? Okay, so this was the deport. Okay, Mexico one side, America on the other, it looks like. This may be the handoff. I'm guessing. I may be wrong. Those are the three pictures that we're seeing. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about, this is actually an old thumbnail I had of little Nadia, who's going to be back home with her mom and grandma and all tonight. I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm so, so happy right now. This family has shown a rare sense of humility during this whole thing. Okay. Is it Pullman? Okay, perfect, perfect. Pullman has it. Awesome. Thank you. Let me see if I can pull some things up. I did get a couple things just to let y'all know real quickly. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Shauna wrote here, I'm going to share this real quickly and then we'll go to the PD site. They did, Ernest, they did find her. They found her. She was in Mexico. All three are back on U.S. land, it looks like right now. Let me share, present. It's also very hot in my office right now because I have not had the AC on all morning. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is what was put out by Shauna, again, Saraya's grandma, maternal grandma. She had posted, "I'm sorry, my intention was not to be dishonest or misleading." They've never done anything that I mean, they have been so grateful, the humility, everything that they've had, even when they were being attacked. They just amazing family, honestly, from what I've seen. Hey, chicken lady. And I couldn't share what was happening behind the scenes, and I genuinely am now very concerned for Aaron, Nadia, and their families. Thank you all for the support throughout this horrific ordeal. We absolutely want to share our beautiful angel with all of you in a way that will be safe and healthy for Seraya, and we aren't sure what that will look like yet. Shauna, I'm going to say right now, you don't have to share her with us. Most of us do this because we want to make sure the child's home safe. Okay, you guys stepping forward and doing what you have. Okay, if you want it, you can share a picture of them coming home. Okay, but you know what? Privacy is what matters at this point, honestly. And I doubt you'll even see this, but I wanted to say that when I saw that. For the time being, we are being a bit selfish with her, and you dang well should be. And I hope you understand and give us this opportunity to reconnect as a family. We are so beyond thankful for your support. Without your prayers, kind words, and just being here with us, we would not have made it. That is just amazing. Let's see what pops up here on her TikTok. I'm just going to pull it up. Okay, we'll pull that one up next. I have it up where we can go over to that. However, let me real quickly Polite would help if I could type. Okay, let's see what we got from Pullman. There we go, right here. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, praise God. You got it. Hey there, B. Tim. And yep, Ramblin', she's found. All three were in Mexico. Here we go. Missing child located safely in Mexico. Pullman again. Pullman again. Exactly, B. Tim. Over the weekend, authorities located missing 2-year-old Seraya Aung Harmon at a roadside checkpoint near Santa Ana, Mexico. Can you see the excitement of her family? They've known this over the weekend and they've been waiting until she could get back on. Oh, gosh. Seraya's father, Aaron Aung, failed to return Seraya to her mother's custody in Pullman on June 3rd. It's July 8th right now, 5 weeks. Aung's fiance, 21-year-old Nadia Cole, was reported missing to the Port of Seattle Police Department at the end of May and was believed to be traveling with Aaron and the young Seraya, whose whereabouts were unknown. Aaron, Seraya, and Nadia were detained by authorities in Mexico and turned over to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The FBI coordinated with authorities at the National Institute of Migration, Mexican State Police, the Nogales Police Department, and U.S. Custom and Borders Protection. Aaron Aung is currently being held in the Santa Cruz County Detention Center in Nogales, Arizona, awaiting extradition back to Whitman County on an outstanding warrant for custodial interference in the first degree. Cole was subsequently deported back to the U.S. Seraya has been in the care of Arizona Child Protective Services. Detectives with Pullman and Moscow, Idaho police departments have been working with FBI Seattle since early June to locate Seraya and reunite her with her mother. So, couple things, guys. Nogales. Yeah. So, and Nogales, Arizona, it looks like also now is where everything's kind of originating from, and then everyone will go back. And he did not dip too far. No, he did not dip too far. I'm trying to think. Okay, they're saying that it was. Let me bring up Google Earth real quick. Actually, let me get rid of all my stuff for Aubrey, and I'll come back to Aubrey for later tonight. For those of you who don't know, I am looking at potentially covering if I could get everything done, Aubrey tonight, and the bullying, kind of a update on everything from last Friday. But let's see, let me get Google Earth up real quickly and we can see exactly where. Google Earth. Guys, this is huge. This case started for most of us with Nadia, thinking Nadia had been trafficked out of an airport. That's literally where my mind started with this. And then it was like, wait, why is her picture showing up here? Okay. And then it just started snowballing after that. And you're like, what the hell? Okay, near Santa Ana. So let me do this and then I'll pull it up for you guys so you guys can see exactly what we are looking at. Okay, now let me share this one with you guys and we can see exactly where it looks like they're coming from. Yeah, they did not go too far, not at all. Guys, I'm looking at this. I had to remember, I couldn't remember exactly where Santa Ana was. And here we go. So here's the US for y'all. Okay. Santa Ana is right down here. Well, wait. Santa Ana. Yeah, that actually, it's a little further than I thought they went. Oh, wait, no, this is Santa Ana probably. Wait, no, sorry. Mine's going in 5 million miles a minute while I try. Okay, no. Whoever knew that Mexico had so many Santa Anas? Exactly. We find out the truth very quickly. Here is the Santa Ana, because they did mention Sonora. So, this is, and this kind of makes sense because they talked about Nogales, right outside of Nogales is where they came from. Okay. And you are talking right there is the border right there. Hi, Mom. They found Seraya. So we're good. Okay. Sorry, dogs are barking. Bye bye, dogs. And I mean, literally, Nogales is right on the border. Yeah, he did not go that far at all. This is just, oh, thank you. Someone, okay, thank you, Sleuth. I just saw what you sent me. Thank you for that. Okay, here, Cassie, you can get your treat back. There you go. So just to, whoa, I went way too far there. Just to give you an idea, basically what they did do is Pullman up here. We were starting up in this area up here. So they pretty much, how they got there, we don't know. Okay. You can't hear them. Thank God, Crisp. Thank God, Crisp. Oh, you can see her though. Someone's got her treat in her mouth right now. Yeah, she's very happy. So they came from up in this area up here. Now, whether or not they jumped on public transit, it's not even a very nice place, Ramblin'. Okie dokes. And yeah, not far. Did they jump? We did hear the Cadillac, so maybe they did have the Cadillac. Maybe Aaron had that Cadillac and was then able to just drive it right down here and then got into somewhere into this area. And my gut is saying, yeah, they've just been staying right in this one area here, which makes me wonder, was their thought to try to sneak back in to America at some point? What was their thought? Because if they had planned on staying in Mexico for that long, I would have thought they would have gone further into some other area. Because as someone said the other day in one of our lives, they literally, okay, if you go further south in Mexico, it's really a nice place. There's some great little towns with wonderful people and all that. But they definitely were not doing, yeah, I mean, right in this year, how hot it's been lately, guys. Think about that, just how hot it's been. Okay, I want to change something out now, so I'm going to switch this over to TikTok because it looks like Grandma has something on TikTok right now. So let me see. There's TikTok. Okay, so this was posted, okay, by Shauna, by Grandma, about 49 minutes ago or so. So let's see what this is going to look like. Here we go. Okay.
So I did want to say that when I posted the other day about Aaron and Nadia and their families, we did know that Seraya had been found.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right there. You guys remember Friday we did the true crime update? During that, I read Shauna's post about how, you know what, all the evidence has been given to Pullman PD. They don't know if it's all been processed, but it's all with Pullman PD. So she was giving us an update. to me, it kind of sounds like someone who they knew and they wanted to be able to share something, so they couldn't, so they shared what they could share. And all is what it kind of felt like. Um, oh gosh, could you see them just sitting on this stuff? Ramblin is saying here, or down the coast, blending with the tourists and the travelers and nomads. Yeah, that actually makes sense too. That does make sense. Totally.
We
Okay.
couldn't say anything yet. It's not the first time we got the call, and it's not the first time Samara flew to get her. Last time, Aaron got away with Seraya, and Nadia was sent back to the US already, and that is also why I posted that they might not be traveling together. My intention was not to lie or mislead anyone. I didn't want to mess up the case at all. And I'm really sorry if I came across
Have to
as,
be sorry.
dishonest or not genuine. It wasn't my intention at all, and I so much appreciate everybody's support through this. So thank you.
Oh, gosh. Sorry. Oh God, it went straight into Aubrey's when Aubrey's mom found the unaliving letters. That was the next video that popped up on my TikTok. That's another whole case that we'll talk about more and more. Trying to see what else we can. I got one article here. Let me pull this up. There were a couple things I was trying to grab as things were scheduling in for me and all. Pull this one up. So this came out of Big Country News Connection. And it talks, okay, a little bit here about the two being found, well, three being found, which is going to be interesting with Nadia, because Nadia has no charges on her right now. And we don't know the situation surrounding Nadia's involvement. None of us have known that from day one, right? We know Aaron has charges. He's been arrested on those charges now. With Nadia, are there possible charges that will come out as they find out more? Okay, what was going on? I mean, 5 weeks, 6 weeks is a long time to be bamboozled by someone else, in my eyes. But we don't know what happened there. We don't know exactly the full story. And until we do, I'm sure we'll find out more on that one. But here we have this one. So this has been going on for about 2 hours, I guess, and it's just starting to break now. Missing Pullman girl located in Mexico. Her father in custody in Arizona. Over the weekend, authorities say they located missing 2-year-old Seraya at a roadside checkpoint near Santa Ana. So it was near a checkpoint then. According to Pullman police, Seraya's dad, Aaron, failed to return Seraya to, we know the case of what happened with that. Nadia was reported missing to the Port of Seattle Police Department after she did not go on the trip with her family. She disappeared while at the airport. Hello, Christine. Aaron, Seraya, and Nadia were detained by authorities in Mexico and turned over to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. The FBI coordinated with authorities at, okay, so a lot of this is a repeat of what we know from, okay, the Pullman PD announcement. Yeah, Seraya's in the care of Arizona Child Protective Services. I will repeat what we saw that Shauna said. They want to be able to share a bit of Seraya with all of those who have been supporting, trying to find her. Like I said before, that should not be the top of their mind right now. They need to celebrate coming back together. I know all of us love these happy stories, and there's nothing better than seeing that picture of baby in mom's arms or things like that. But you know what? I can picture that in my head right now. And that's fine. I can take that picture in my head and I can run with that picture if I have to. Okay, I just want to know that she's safe, and it looks like she's safe. Yeah, he should never. Roberta, I hate to say this. This is my own thought, though, gang. I think the Aung family probably has just lost Seraya forever. Okay, do we know that for sure? Do we know they were complicit in what happened? No, we don't. We do know that we know a couple things. There was a raid on their house and a lot of stuff was taken. We don't know what was found in that. It could have shown them totally innocent and just protecting their son's reputation. Very possible. Nana, both Nadia, and who is dad's girlfriend, okay, and dad are 21. So yeah, not old. To be honest, if you really want to be realistic about this, both of their brains are still growing. Okay, they're still okay. We're still learning, and okay, our brain is developing still at 21. Okay, does not mean they don't need to hold responsibility for what they did, because hell, you know what? I think at half that age, you pretty much know it's wrong to take a baby from its mom when you don't have custody of said child. Um, the other thing I can tell you with the paternal side of the family, this was one case where you literally saw two different approaches. Okay, the Harmon family, the maternal side of the family was really, okay, I don't want to attack anyone. I don't want to make anyone look bad, even though they had to be boiling over inside. They had to be angry. They were like, no, we're not going to lower ourselves to that level. We are not going to sit there and say, even when Shauna came out and said, yes, I even called CPS or whatever. Okay, she did that in a very respectful way. While the paternal side of the Aung side of the family basically went on to a character assassination mode. They had created a full website, just a, totally trying to destroy everyone's okay character on the maternal side of the family. So we saw this was one of those cases where you saw completely 180 degrees. And I think honestly, even if they don't have anything to do with the disappearance, that's going to come back and kick them in the rear end. Okay, because I can tell you right now, Soraya's probably, tell me, okay, guys, in chat, put a 1 in chat if you think Soraya's mom will end up with 100% custody after this. It takes much to figure that out. Okay, even if dad ends up, okay, without jail time or something, which probably won't happen, but if it did, okay, what are the chances of him ever getting custody after running with his child like this? Yeah, there you go. Okay, there's the ones popping up in chat right now. And it's sad. It is sad because I can tell you one of the things that you heard over and over and over from mom, okay, from Samara, okay, is that she wanted her little girl to grow up with that amazing relationship with her dad. She wanted that relationship. That's why that 50-50 was important to her. That's why him being able to have her overnight and spend time was so important, because she felt it was important for Seraya to have that relationship with her dad. And so that is just, I'm still looking for stuff right now. I kind of got off on a little tangent there, but I'm going to go back real quickly and see what I can find here. I have a funny feeling at some point here, things will be here. Let me pull up the pictures again. For those of you who came late, you can see some of these pictures that we've got of the arrest. We started with these pictures. So here we go. That's what's interesting. I'm trying to figure out, Cat Mama, because what it said is that she was being brought. They're going to question. They got to question her. They got to question her. I just don't know. My suspicion is they will get her back up to Pullman and question her in Pullman. That's just in my opinion, type thing. Because again, why did she choose? Okay, for those of you who don't remember, Nadia, okay, in this case, just graduated from college. Not a college graduate in, okay, some arts, okay, arts side of thing. Okay, and this is spoken as someone whose BA is in theater. Okay, so I'm not downplaying that whatsoever. she graduated in law. She was going to become a criminal lawyer. So she knew of anyone who should know right from wrong and stuff like that. You would think it'd be a lawyer, yeah? And um it is, yeah. If you look at all these pictures and stuff like that, they are definitely showing just Aaron. So the question, they do mention that Nadia, here's Nadia right here. Nadia was okay, let me pull this up real quickly if I could pull this stuff back up. They mentioned that Seraya was taken into let me see. Uh sorry. Oh god, some of the people who have been posting stuff are just ridiculous sometimes. Um Sorry, I got to get those little comments in there. Sometimes I'm like, guys, think before you post, please. Just think before you post. Oh God, this is gonna be. I'm so happy. This little girl. I don't know when she will come home. If I hear of anything or see anything, I'll let you guys know. Here, let me go back to Facebook real. Actually, show you those pictures, and we'll go back to Facebook real quick. Uh, Here we go. So you have them walking through the customs area. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, then going into the area. This is where he's being handed off between the Mexican police, it looks like there, and the American police or American whatever. Yes, Cat Mama. Did she dye her hair or is she still blonde? Because I've said from day one, my biggest fear in this case was not honestly Aaron having his daughter, because one thing Shauna and Samara said was dad loved that little girl. Okay. So I never really was worried on that level. What worried me is the fact that they were in Mexico where we know trafficking is super freaking high. And you had a 2-year-old baby girl, a cute 2-year-old baby girl, and a 21-year-old petite blonde girl. And that always scared me to death. So here the handoff between the two occur. Okay, switching of the handcuffs, and then he would have walked through here, and now he's on American soil. And at that point, he's taken up into Sonora, and from there, let me see real quickly. Let me pull this up again so I make sure I don't get any of these locations incorrect. Let me see, Pullman. There it is, City of Pullman. And sorry, I need a look. Okay, so according here again, let me pull this up one more time because I know we're getting people in, people out, and all when you get breaking news like this. This is this one here. Okay. So this is the Pullman's police department notification about all this. And he was turned over to U.S. Customs Border. FBI was involved. Okay, Nogales, U.S. Customs Border. Okay, he's currently in the Santa Cruz County Detention Center in Nogales, Arizona. So he'll be extradited back, okay, to Pullman and all. Again, Cole is going to be the interesting. She was deported back to the U.S. is all they're saying. They're not addressing what happened with her after that. Has she been taken into custody? There's no arrest warrants on her from what we know. Okay, so are they worried that if they let her go that she'd run her, things like that, or they trust her at this point? Does she have family with her, things like that? Because her family on the other side have been, it's actually, this has been a perfect example of one of those cases where you can see how different families respond in situations. Nadia's family just stayed quiet. They were very vocal at the beginning when everyone thought Nadia may have been abducted. Okay, they were vocal at that time. They were putting out comments and stuff like that. But when everything started changing, that's when they kind of quieted down and let the police do what the police do. And then, like we said, the Ong family, they went on a campaign basically of, instead of saying, you know what, son, come home, bring the baby home, all that, it was more of pointing finger at everyone else and giving son excuses for his behavior. And then you had, again, lastly, Soraya's family, maternal side of the family, who just wanted the baby home, and that was it. To the point where she is apologizing, literally apologizing for not telling people. That's what gets me, is she's apologizing for not being honest. And we know people can't. And that's the thing people, I think, don't realize. And we're going to kind of talk about some of this later when we talk about Aubrey later today. Aubrey, for those of you guys who don't know Aubrey's case, Aubrey last fall unalived herself, 13-year-old who unalived herself after suffering some pretty bad abuse, bullying during a couple years of her preteen life. And since then, we now have a lawsuit against mom, silencing mom, and a lot of people very, very angry because they feel Aubrey has never been given justice. And we're going to talk about that case. We're going to talk about it a little bit more because it's another one of those examples. Okay, we've had Estefani. We've had this case here. We've got it going with Sebastian. We've got all these cases where we all get involved in these cases and we forget the actual person in behind everything and what they want. So in Aubrey's case, what does Aubrey's mom actually want from us? She doesn't want us bullying the bullies back. Okay, two wrongs don't make a right. I'm sorry, they don't. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Let me real quickly, so I pulled this one up here to this. Let me just see if we have any updates here. Usually works for me. Let me see here if we have any updates that we can depend on here. Sorry, I don't normally go over to Facebook for all this, but it's one of the quicker ways to get stuff out. Like I said, Court TV that's what, the moment I saw Court TV was on this, I was like, okay. Usually I'd be getting on the phone, messaging to Shauna or someone to verify, is this real? And that was just huge. And there's the article that I read to you guys there, and Shauna's message. And also, this is just really great news here. As I said, here's the asinine behaviors of people who feel like they have to make comments and continue. It's not good enough that we finally have a baby home with the family. They have to continue playing games with it. And then we watched this video here. So let me see, I think this is where I ended earlier. The GoFundMe. To all those who put money into the GoFundMe, thank you so much. Because what people don't realize and why the GoFundMes are important, family members have to often stop working while they're looking for their loved ones, whether it is to actively look for their loved ones or they just don't have the mental capability of focusing on work, while their loved one's missing. And sometimes it's for, reward money. Sometimes it's for a PI, posters, all those things. So here, this is an update on that one there. Samara is in Arizona picking up. This was from Shauna 2 hours ago. Samara is in Arizona picking up. So Samara is there right now picking her up. Let's see. Oh, this is just, we can share since the news is now out. They were able, can you see them sitting on their feet? Just trying to not say anything and all. That is just so amazing. So we'll see what happens from here on out. Do we find out more information? Oh wow, someone just sent me a picture of the temperature from their car temperature thing, 119 where they are. I'm like, whoa, that's hot. So yeah, we'll see what happens from here on out. We will be back later on today, at the normal, okay, 4 o'clock Hawaii time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. And like I said, we'll talk about Aubrey, um, abuse, and not abuse, bullying, mental health, and how can we refocus, okay, what's going on, to make sure that, you know what, justice does not necessarily mean e- equal to equal. Justice is not, okay, putting people's phone numbers out there, or putting people's addresses out there, or sending pizzas to someone's house, or putting out death threats on people, or think that's not justice, guys. And that's what I want to talk about, because I'm over there looking at this case and it's driving me crazy, because I want justice. I want justice for this little girl. And she's not a little girl, she's a teenager, but I want justice for her. But justice has to be done correctly. Bullying, the bully is not going to get justice. And it's definitely not what anyone who cared about Audrey ever would have wanted. So please join me later on for that. But in the meantime, one last time, I got to pull these pictures up one last time as we walk away from this live. This is probably the best picture I could have ever gotten from today. Every morning when I wake up, the first thing I do, I check out certain Facebook groups just to see, is there an update or not? And I pray for an update. Most days I don't get one. Today we got it. Today we got it. And that is just, oh. And Shauna, if you ever happen to watch this, you never have to apologize. You never have to apologize. You were an amazing mom to your daughter and grandma to this little girl. And you have supported her and shown what grace truly is. So thank y'all so much. And I will see you in, oh my God, 2.5 hours. I got a lot of work to do. Plus, I'm leaving on Thursday today, this week, guys. And as you can see, I have not started packing it. Actually, if you can look around the corner there, you can see my stack of clothes, but I've got to finish that packing pretty quick. So I will talk to y'all later. I will see you. Bye-bye and aloha. And Cassie, did you want to? Oh, Cassie hasn't even chewed up her chewy yet. Goodbye, guys. Hey.